Welcome to another game of Demon Gate on Blades and Blasters. This is episode 5 of the Vagabond campaign. Back again with the company of the Timber Anvil. This is the same group that fought the Werebears, and we'll be picking up in the tavern or the Crossroads Inn. It's going to be the next day, so they make it back, carrying the bodies of the slain Werebears in human form, and their hunter friend, the Denite. We've been opening an RP chat as well for this game, so this is kind of a play-by-post between both groups. If someone wishes to see that, I'm sure we could provide everybody with a link in the description if people want to check out the RP chat. This one is kind of just chatter. Just between the two groups that are all in the caravan together, so they can have their own interactions between each game during downtime. I'm staying out of this RP chat.
No smut, womp womp.
I got way involved, and the other one did help though. Did help work out some stuff for the book I'm working on, so for some cool rules for GM-less play, where the characters can do some downtime activities in between games. But anyway, tonight we have Ghost, Matt, Emma, and Wanderer, and I'm Rogue. I'll be your GM tonight. Let's get to it. Everybody got sight on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Is the handout popping up for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. It's taking a while to load. The return back to the Crossroads Inn was not long. You made your way through the trees, down the stream, and found the stables again. That lone woman standing outside awaiting the blacksmith. The one who would never return. That night, as you all spoke in the tavern, it was also revealed that her son had gone out looking for him one day to see if he could make his mother happy again. He too would never make it back home alive, for he was dragged up by the troll with the others. The poor woman. Would it have been best for her to never find out? To leave her standing in the field every day, awaiting one of them to come back? They had lived through the Pale Plague, suffered through unimaginable horrors, only to be ended by some long-forgotten curse. Many feared for the woman's sanity. Many expected her to end her own life. An easy thing to do when you lose so much, and it seems as if the gods just keep taking things away and never giving anything. However, you lot didn't know this woman. You had only seen her in passing. What did any of you owe her? Sitting in the tavern in the hours of Mane, or morning, it was now the 5th of Deadwood. There was talk of staying one more night, for the weather was rough today, but it was up to the bailiff. All this talk of the uncovered curse had many spooked. As you all come into the main room of the tavern, you notice a few patrons already there. The bailiff is outside. He had just left the stables, and you can hear him talking to some of the others. The old guard of the town, an old man called Blitz. They head inside the warm tavern as well, and you guys can go ahead and take it away. What are you guys doing in this scene?
So we did find out from the townsfolk about the woman and her story, yeah?
Yeah. Are there any questions about that, or
Also, what did we do with the bodies? Like, where do they go? I'm guessing we gave them to the bailiff or
yeah?
the townsfolk trying
Hmm.
to negotiate all this, or to, like, tell them it's fine now.
Yeah, so I imagine they were probably brought back last night
Mm,
in that makeshift thing that the Norgar dragged back,
yeah.
and were given to the old warrior, this guy here. That's the one I called Blitz. Uh, he took care of everything. He said, not to worry and stuff. That they would deal with it, and the bailiff as well. This guy here, for those who don't recall that, Sir Victor. They went ahead and took care of it, and as you guys are like down in the tavern, you did find out that her son was one of the people that you guys killed as well.
Oh no.
The younger guy, he was the first werebear.
Oh no.
And you're just finding out about this, and you noticed that the bailiff, he had just left the stable, so he must have just talked to her. And he's got a kind of a somber look on his face as he comes into the tavern with the old warrior. They both look kind of sad. There's other patrons in there as well. The servant, and the bartender at the counter. A few of the people from your caravan are in there, kind of quietly having breakfast and such. But other than that, it looks like a decent morning outside. The weather is kind of gray, and you've heard rumor that it might get worse today.
I think while they're kind of waking up in the morning, at least Emmy is sitting down at one of the tables. She's practicing her shuffling technique with her new deck of cards that she had picked up. She's noticed that mostly because her brother used to do a lot of the shuffling, and her father, she never really had to, so her shuffling technique is very lazy and very sloppy. So in the morning right now, she's kind of very focused on that and practicing kind of a half-finished meal in front of her as she keeps like flipping through the cards, sort of thing, dropping a few on the table.
Martinus is next to Emmy, having a light breakfast, probably just a soup or some kind of stew, something simple on the menu. He's looking over his journal, writing things down, and catching the errant card that comes his way from the shuffling, putting it back near Emmy.
Norigar spends some time just kind of taking care of all his gear and everything, but when he realizes that the bailiff's been talking to this poor woman and what's happened to her, he leaves for a minute and goes and seeks him out, and then he will basically say to him that give him 5 gold to give to the woman, and say, look, he doesn't need to say it's from one of the people who basically killed her son, but he wants to do what he can to kind of make sure she's taken care of. So he'll just leave that with the bailiff for her.
Okay. Before I say anything else about that, what's Peef doing?
I think she didn't sleep well, since everybody kind of stayed in the tavern that night. She's more used to sleeping outside on the ground under the stars sort of deal. So she groggily wakes up as people are starting to shuffle around and make noise. And she'll like get up and like dragging her feet kind of. She lifts her mask just barely to scratch underneath her face, but she'll walk over to the table with Emmy and Martin and just kind of like sit down and then plop her face onto the table. Just tired.
Yeah, and when you guys got back last night too, you just so everybody knows, you were able to spend some time, you know, talking with even the other group and stuff. I guess you would probably have met most of them for the first time, some of them anyway. And Norgar, as you're heading over to speak with the bailiff, you notice he's talking to the old warrior quietly, and he says, "Me people didn't know anything about that. He didn't know it was the boy." And the old warrior is like, I know. And he looks back and notices Norgar approaching, and he nods to you. He just gets quiet, goes back to his ale. When you offer Sir Victor the 5 gold, he takes it, and kind of a somber nod of his head. Well, I'll make sure that she gets it. Thank you.
And Norigar sort of nods to him, and he too is looking very somber, and he says, "There's nothing that can replace a loved one, but at least she won't starve as well."
And he offers kind of a forced smile, and nods his head. He starts to make his way towards the door.
Norigar will sort of watch him go, and then nod to the other one, and then go back to his place.
As Norgar's kind of gone off to talk, Emmy looks up to Peef. She slams her head down on the table. She raises an eyebrow and puts the cards down. Some of them are face up, some of them are face down. A bit of a mess. She says, "You okay, Peef?"
You just hear kind of Peef grumble from under her mask. "I'm tired."
Well, hi, tired. I'm Emmy. But, she pushes some of the food that she has in front of her towards Peef. Says, "If you need food, this might help."
She kind of grabs the bowl, plate. What were you eating?
It says a plate, and there's like there's some eggs that are half finished, and a little bit of like ham that's left on the plate itself.
Yeah, she'll like grab the ham and kind of like put it underneath her mask and just start chewing on it.
Not one for eggs there, Peef?
With her mouth full, she responds, "This is easier to eat."
All right. That makes sense. She begins to tidy up the cards. As she does, she kind of looks over between the two of them. Says, "Should we talk to that, the widow of the blacksmith?"
Martin thinks about it, and he's quiet for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we're not the best people to talk with her about it.
I mean, personally, I don't know if I'd want to stay in a town that let my, partner die. Maybe we can see if she wants to come on the caravan.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. That probably is one of the last things on her mind right now.
True. I don't know. I feel horrible about what happened.
Do you want to talk to her?
I do. Yeah. I think I'm
Then
going to.
go talk to her.
Well, she, stands to her full height, stretches a bit. See, if she wants to talk in the first place.
At that moment, Norigar will come back. Well, maybe. And he sees her standing up and says, "Where are you going?"
Emmy turns around, looks up at Norgar, and says, I'm gonna go talk to the widow of the blacksmith.
He kind of scratches his rough chin and says, "Oh, I don't know. Might make you feel better, but is it going to help her? I mean, does she want to talk to the people who killed her son? I mean, that wasn't our intent, but thought we did."
Fair point. Wasn't really doing it to make myself feel better. Or to give her an option. So somewhere else to be. In this town.
Martin will look at Emmy. I think I think it would be good to talk to her. She probably feels very, very alone. What the town did, and well, what we did unknowingly. She might need someone.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Master.
Maybe she just doesn't know that we were just trying to get a bear for its meat for the caravan.
I'm probably not gonna explain that one.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to not discuss.
Yeah, definitely.
She kind of like tilts her head. But that's what we were trying to do.
Yes, but well, it might make her upset or sad to hear it again. She knows, I'm sure, that we didn't mean it, but grief, you know. He doesn't finish that thought. He just kind of goes back to his soup.
Yeah, she's looking at you for a second, but then when you just stop and go back to your soup, she, like, just goes back to eating some of the meat.
Emmy will nod to the others. Well, might come back with a few scratches, because if she needs to, work out some of her anger, well, I think I'm one for it. She nods to the rest and says, I'll be back soon. And she begins to head for the door, heading out to have a chat with the blacksmith's wife, which, did we learn her name? I'm assuming we did.
Kit.
Kit? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As you leave, Norigar will say to you, "You're a good person, Emmy. I'll pray for you and her both." And he goes and sits to one edge of the booth, and he sort of lowers his head and closes his eyes.
Emmy just watches Norgar and gives him a wide smile and continues on her way.
Yeah, and, as Emmy is about to step out, the servant girl comes back around and, can I get you anything else?
And Martin will look up from his soup and, a second helping would be nice. I didn't eat dinner last night, so yes.
Peef just shakes her head.
And she smiles and nods and refills any drinks if necessary. Uh, you notice the cook and the bartender seem to be. The cook comes out. Yeah, I guess if nobody's seen him yet, he is a large skog. Almost 6'7", 6'8", and he seems to be talking with the bartender for a moment in like a hushed. The cook seems distraught about something, but the bartender seems to console him a little bit before. The cook slowly makes his way back into the back area again.
Can Peef read their lips and know
Sure,
what they were
Oh.
talking about?
sure. Go ahead and make that roll.
Good job.
Ah.
Damn.
Peef realizes that that the cook mentioned something about some cult, the Skog cult, actually. And I'll whisper you some further information about that.
Ooh. GM whisper.
Unless everybody's has view on each other right now.
I think I have you on Peef, but I don't know if it's gonna. If you whisper like Peef, like as in her, like her, and not the sheet Peef, then we shouldn't be able to see it.
This wasn't a Skog cult, was it was. Or it wasn't.
There
The cult we
was,
just dealt with?
I think there was a human. I think it was Werebear cult.
I think we got the werebear part of the cult. Not really. It wasn't a cult. It was more of a werebear collective, from what we understood. And then from at least what Emmy understands, the entire town was like basically made to be part of this like sacrificial thing.
So, Rogue, from that, do I get the sense that they're talking about, like, the cult that we just fought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something else to it that you guys don't know the full story about.
Peef will get up and head towards the back.
Okay. Where do you want to go in the back area?
To the kitchen where the cook went.
Okay. All right. Do you want to try to sneak past the bartender or?
Sure.
Okay, just go ahead and make a concealment check.
Concealment.
Peef. It's a fun name.
Just gonna have a beef
21.
at the cook.
Nice. So, how do you sneak past the bartender?
So where the kitchen is like behind the bar, right?
Yeah, and he's probably leaning up against it now or cleaning it.
Yeah, I think he's like looking at something or is distracted a little bit in that moment. Peef like runs up and kind of like puts her back against the bar top, and because she's short, she doesn't get anywhere near like the actual top of the bar where she can be seen. And then she like shimmies like around the corner and like checks to make sure he's still distracted by something, and then she just dives into the kitchen.
All right. And before we do that, let's go over to Emmy walking out across the way.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody have view on Emmy right now?
Oh,
I do.
No, I can see the token and nothing else.
I can see everything.
I'll just drag you guys over there then. Everybody can see that then, huh?
Mhm.
Yep.
So right across the, small street, little dirt road, Emmy approaches the stables. You can see that there's a few mules in there. It's got the nice smell of horses and leather. You do notice the woman. You can hear the woman crying, Kit, from inside. And you notice Sir Victor is starting to walk towards you, and he looks up. He's got a really sad look on his face, and he looks up to you as you're starting to walk towards him. Kind of surprised look on his face, actually, as he sees you.
Yeah, she stops and turns to look, I guess, down at him. He approaches.
You're coming to talk to her.
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, I don't think I could have left if I didn't talk to her before. No. After everything that's happened.
Well, you're a brave lass. She could probably use it, I suppose. I worry for her. Not many people could survive such a loss.
Has anyone else in the town approached her besides you and, that guard Blitz?
I don't believe so. No. She just found out this morning.
She looks, puts her hands on her hips and looks very seriously down at Sir Victor. She says, I don't know if we got them all. From what it was discussed last night with well, it seemed like some of the followers of the creatures, I don't know if they were part of them or not. But I have a feeling, at least in this town, there might be more. I don't know if they're gonna leave because their leader's dead. But I think we need to keep an eye out. Or at least you should keep an eye out.
He looks shocked for a minute, and the beast cart.
I don't know.
I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. These townsfolk, I don't think it's most of them to blame for what happened. They were under severe duress, and I'm sure many of them wouldn't have wanted to sacrifice anyone. They had to, based on the threats they received from this bear, lycanthrope, whatever group. No, they had to do what they had to do. It was sad that it had come so far. You know?
Indeed. All right, I'll talk to the others.
Okay. I'll talk to Kit.
He smiles and heads on out. You notice Kit, she hasn't looked up yet she just has her head in her hands, sitting over on one of the benches.
Emmy turns and she makes her way over. She creaks some of the wood in the barn itself to not scare Kit from Emmy suddenly approaching, but make at least some noise so she knows that she's coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, she rises up and wipes her tears and stuff, and she says, "Hello, you come to buy a horse?"
Hi. Well, I'd love to have a horse. I mean, I had one when I was younger. It's really nice. It's not why I'm actually here. You're Kit, right?
Aye.
I'm Emmy.
She looks up at you and smiles, and you can see that she has this, like in the image there, it's a pretty fresh scar. It's not that fresh. Like an old scar that runs the length of the side of her mouth. Looks like a blade or something must have cut open her face at one time. But it's well worn over. The big scar is still there though. And she says, "Well, good to meet you."
You as well. I wanted to offer my condolences for your husband and your son.
Her face changes. She says, "Well, he wasn't my husband, but yes, my son did die yesterday. I suppose he died quite before that, actually, since he was a creature, is what they say."
He unfortunately was turned into one of them. My friends and I have heard of what has been happening in this town with the creatures that have demanded sacrifices from, guessing, all of you. And the things that you had to do, I'm not, of course, blaming you, putting that all on you. But we
Blame.
know what's been happening.
Blaming me?
No.
What are you talking about?
Well, reason why the blacksmith died in the first place was to make the creatures complacent. And many of the travelers that had come through this town before had died, been sacrificed by townsfolk here as well.
Her face is like in total shock right now. Her mind's kind of racing, trying to figure out what you're talking about. You can tell she obviously has no idea about this at all.
Emmy seems a little bit taken aback too, because from what she knows, they all knew, or at least that's what she inferred. She says, "Look, I must be wrong in what I was told. I assume, considering, well, the person that told me I had to kill because he attacked me, and was part of the whole group of bears.
You killed who? You killed my boy?"
And Emmy sucks in air through her teeth, and she says, well, it was this man named, it was Odin's or something like that, right? Rogue? The one guy who led us to the back of the cave, or tried to lead us to this cave.
Yeah, yeah. She starts to like look very serious at you and like shaking. She says, "The farmer,
Yeah, he
you
was.
killed him."
Yeah, he was part of it. Um, part of sacrificing people. Travelers, the blacksmith. The reason why your son was turned as well, because people weren't sacrificed. I don't know how long he was a creature at all. It could have been for more than just a few nights. It could have been maybe even a few months, and he just went off during full moons and didn't tell you. But I don't know that for sure.
She holds her stomach. Looks like she might be a little nauseous from the news, and you can tell she's just like flabbergasted by it all. She says, I think I'm going to be sick.
Emmy comes over and puts her hand on Lana's shoulder and says, "Look, it's hard to tell you, but I think you need to know. Especially since you haven't known about what some people in this town are doing. I don't think a lot of the people in this town are your friends, kid. Considering you don't know, and considering what they did to the blacksmith and potentially your son. I don't want to speak for you or decide anything before you, but I don't think you should stay here."
She seems kind of lost in thought at that moment, and still holding her stomach, and she starts to nod, and she says, Fjorn, I bet he had something to do with this. He was the adopted son of the blacksmith. He owns the house now, across the stream, across the way. She points in the direction. She says, he was caught studying some type of magics, witchcraft, I think. The blacksmith told me before he left, or before he was taken, I suppose. Fjorn had always seemed jealous and wanted his house. Maybe you should talk to him. Perhaps you could learn more about this.
Yeah, I will. See if I can talk to him. Go ahead.
She says, leave this place. I don't think I could just leave this place. This was where I was born. My family gave me the stables here.
You feel like you can continue on here, then I definitely suggest to keep going. But sometimes change of scenery is good too, to clear the head. I mean, we have a caravan going.
She starts to nod and she says, I will think about this.
Emmy thinks for a moment, thinking whether it's a good idea to tell her or not. It's over 50% she'll tell her. No, she decides against it. She's about to say something else, but she shakes her head and says, if I find out anything else about Fjorn, I'll let you know. But I'd think about it. Honestly, I haven't been here long, but from what I've seen or at least from what I've heard minimally, there's only a handful of good people still left in this town. I don't know. I might be making assumptions, to be honest.
She nods. She says, "Thank you."
You're welcome. And again, my condolences. Emmy gives her a nod and pats her twice on the shoulder very lightly. She'll depart. But she'll head back to the tavern before heading to Fjorn's home.
All right. And we'll go back over to the tavern. You guys doing anything else over there in the tavern besides Peef sneaking in around the back?
Martin's just chilling, waiting for his second bowl of soup. Unless otherwise engaged.
Okay. Then let's
Yeah, Norrigar's still praying.
do some Peef action. I've got a map actually for this.
No, it's top down.
It's a top-down
Fight,
map.
fight.
Oh no!
Athar.
Let's see here. You guys see everything
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
All right. This is a better kind of view, I guess, on for splitting up around the campsite here and the whole town. It's pretty visible here. It's a Peef. You can move into the back where you notice the cook is back there.
Do I see that this other person too? Or is that behind a door?
Yeah, that's behind a door. We'll say
Oh,
you say it's cracked open a little bit, but you can see somebody moving around back there.
okay. Peef is gonna like sneak to this side of the table. And then when the cook's like maybe looking at some pots or something, she'll be like, "Psst. I had a question."
The cook turns around, cleaver in his hand, and he looks shocked at first. Very angry look on his face. And then his face kind of lightens, though, as he looks down and sees you. "What are you doing in here, child?"
Hi, I'm Peef. I saw you talking to the bartender about, a cult.
And she tries to say that quietly. Maybe she's more like,
A cult?
And he walks over really quickly and looks down at you. And, "You're a goblin. Ah."
Yeah.
"You heard me speaking of the cult. Yes. Are you part of the caravan, the adventurers that came here and fought the bears?"
Yeah, I was one of those ones.
And he looks you up and down. "Quite brave for a little goblin.
I'm really sneaky.
I believe you. You snuck right past Thum, and he points to the bartender out there. He says, I am Morgoth. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Was there something else about the cult that I should know about?
He looks towards the door, and towards the other door. He kind of closes this one, and he gets quiet as well. He says, the bartender, he does not wish for me to tell anyone about this, but it is tearing me apart. Others must know. They will look at my people and blame me for being a Skog. I like my job here. I am no longer a warrior. And he sits down and he looks really sad. And he says, there is the beast cult of Omok, the cult of the bear, Ragahara. They are the ones that came after the plague. They came to protect these lands, but it seems now that they are poisoning it more than anything else. He looks towards the window and he says, there is a small band of Skog, like me, that live in the caves to the north. The Mushroom Cave. It's not that far away, in the forest.
And they're part of the cult and are hiding there?
And he nods. And he says, I fear the god Omok has clouded their judgment, and now they kill people more than do any good.
Why doesn't the bartender want you to talk about it? Is he just scared that they might do something?
I think so. He would rather leave it alone and keep quiet and safe.
Would it be helpful if we killed them?
He looks really sad at that, and he scratches his head, and he says, some of them I used to know. They were not all bad.
So, is there something else going on, maybe?
He says, I do not think that they would leave. I do not think that they would surrender. Perhaps it is their time to die. I don't know. I feel that I have betrayed my own people just telling you this story.
Peef shakes her head.
You said you like your job. You like these people then. So these are your people.
And he looks at you and he smiles a big toothy grin. He says, you are wise for a little goblin.
Thanks. I had a friend say something like that to me once.
Are you friends with the troll out there?
Yeah. His name's Noragar.
Ah, And he looks through the door, kind of towards Norgar, who I think is probably sitting at that table out there. And
Yeah, he's still got his head down. Yeah.
he says, "That big one, he could certainly fight off the brothers of Omok."
Have you seen the big lady too?
Ah, the human with the red hair.
Yeah. She's a good fighter too.
She uses no weapons.
No, she just punches things really hard.
Huh. And he smiles. You can see he looks impressed. And he says,
Martin is really good at talking to people, so maybe he'll be able to talk to your friends.
"Is that the little puny one?"
Yeah, that's the one.
The others should protect him. He would get eaten for sure.
Okay, I'll tell them. I'm gonna sneak away before you get in trouble.
And he smiles and nods, and he says, "If you are going to look for the brothers of Omok, you must find them in the Mushroom Cave to the north."
In the forest, right?
"Yes."
She nods.
I'll find them. I'm good at finding things.
And he smiles, and he says, "Be safe, little goblin."
You too, Morgoth. Does that window open?
He looks over to it, and he says, "Yes, I could put you outside."
Okay.
And she nods.
He opens up the door and lets you crawl over the dirty dishes and the water over there, and hangs you outside and lets you drop a couple of feet.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So what's everybody else doing?
I think
Emmy, you could
that's-
probably come inside now.
Yeah, I think that's when Emmy comes in, pushing open the doors and looking towards Norgar and Martinez. And she comes over and places a hand, go over here, on either of their shoulders, or I guess Norgar's forearm and Martinez's shoulder. And she's about to say something, then she looks forward and she says, "Where's Beef?"
And Martin looks up and looks around. I was eating soup, and then she maybe she used
How
her
long
bee.
were you eating soup for?
I ordered seconds.
She looks down and says,
I was praying I had my eyes closed.
"Ah, it's the eyes of our group." So I talked to Kit. She said something about, it's, Fjorn. Apparently he was, like, some sort of magic user, adopted son of the blacksmith. He was getting into magic and, not the good kind, I think, from what Kit was saying. But if we go to the blacksmith's house, and she knows where it is, so she'll gesture in that direction. She says if we, she said we should go there, maybe we can find out more about what happened. Or at least we kind of know what happened, but like more into it. It also seems like not all the townsfolk know.
So it's just some of them that are involved with the sacrifices.
At least Kit's not. Nice. I couldn't bring myself to tell her about, us killing her son. Not yet. She seemed way too, upset by all the other news.
And he kind of scratches his chin. Should we get more involved? I want to help these, the people that are good, but what will going to Fjord and figure out more
Don't know.
about what's going on with this weird conclave thing?
Yeah, maybe there's more of those bears out there. Maybe we can find something out about them and see if we can maybe drive them from the town since their leader's, dead.
Yeah, we shouldn't leave if there are people in danger.
She starts looking around. Where is Peef? She looks under the table and says, Peef? Peef? Starts like wandering around the bar.
Peef.
Peef comes in from the back door and like walks casually back towards the table, and then like the last few steps hurries and like sits down.
Peef! Emmy comes over and kind of sits down and says, where were you?
She puts her hands on the table and like leans forward and talks quietly.
I found more people we can kill.
What?
There are more cultists, in some mushroom cave to the north.
Oh.
Apparently the townspeople are still kind of worried about it.
Well, there we go. I had information about looking into a house and maybe getting more info that way, but hey, if you already know where they are, I mean, you can just go there.
Yeah, I can find it.
Another cave.
But they said that
It's okay.
Martin might get eaten. So, protect him.
Don't worry,
Eaten?
Murphy. You're not gonna
Just
get eaten.
stick. Yeah, just stick close to me, Sonny. You'll be fine.
But
Yeah.
you're a good talker, so maybe you can talk to them.
I don't know if I should talk to things that want to eat me.
Well, maybe you could convince them to like not be terrible to the town.
I don't know if I'm the best at that kind of
You're
conversation.
great. You can do it, Master. I believe in you. She offers a big smile.
He does not look certain. I mean, if they're willing to talk and they aren't going to try to put me in a stew, then I guess I could try.
I think you would make a tasty stew, though. She just starts to kind of laugh a little bit.
I don't want to think of my serviceable nature as a culinary dish. That not something I'm interested in.
Peef kind of like looks up at you, and from behind her mask, her brows are furrowed.
Didn't you say not to eat things that could talk?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's
I'm now concerned, Emmy, and it's a bit faux concern. A rare attempt at humor from.
and she is gonna like stalk over towards Marty. She's gonna lean over him, like lean down. She's like, maybe one day, Master, is gonna end up in a pot.
I don't like this side of you.
She grins down at him.
You've got a bit of an odd sense of humour, says Naragar. He doesn't seem to be getting it at all.
He says, I got it from my dad.
When do you guys want to go?
Now.
Soon.
Now?
And she
And
kind
now.
of picks up.
Now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Naragar takes the last bite of his food, which has gone cold while he stopped to pray, and then kind of straightens out, rolls his shoulders, and then gets up and says, "Yeah, now."
Martin quickly tries to down as much of the half bowl of soup that's left as he can. He appears to struggle towards the end, red-faced, And he takes a deep breath after he has tried to chug all the soup that remains. So mainly getting the dregs and sour look, pays for the food. Oh, my stomach. Yes, we can go now.
I feel like one should wait at least an hour before going spelunking in caves.
Well,
After eating.
it'll take me a little bit of time to find them,
Oh, okay, perfect.
and then for us to like walk there.
Can you walk, Master? You're too full of soup.
I'm in perfectly fine shape, Emmy. Not as much as some people, but I am. I take care of myself. I can walk.
I mean, I can get you into shape if you want to get into shape, like shape.
I appreciate it. I don't know if punching trees is right for me.
There's like, you have to do a lot of sit-ups and a lot of push-ups, a lot of jogging.
I jog enough.
She like gives a scrutinizing look at Marty and says, "Okay."
Let's get walking then. And he kind of claps his hands together, just unsure.
Yeah, this is a bit pointless. And Norigar just sort of gets up, just walks to the door, giving Emmy a bit of a puzzled look as he goes.
Emmy just chuckles to herself. She's amused by her own humor. She starts to laugh.
You notice the door opens and Bradreer, the dwarf you guys rescued, is standing in the doorway, and he's looking right directly at you guys, and says, "Ah, here you are. I was looking for you. Figured you might be in here."
I mean, we're kind of hard to miss. How are you doing, Bradreer?
I'm doing well. I wanted to give you each a gift I made for you, and special thanks for saving me.
Well,
I crafted these runes for you myself, and he shows you guys some kind of bracelets that he made. Each one has a stone in it and a rune on it, and it gives you basically a +1 to whatever attribute you want the rune to be focused on. Friendship bracelets.
do they have our names in
Oh
like a
my
string?
goodness!
This one says Emmy.
This is the most wholesome Demon Gate game I think we've been a part of.
This is like friendship bracelets that are magical.
But since he's an enchanter, he can make charm stones, is what they're actually called. So.
Are they from Pandora?
So he gives them to you, and he says, "My thanks for saving me."
And Norigar reaches down and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "You are most welcome, and thank you for this very generous gift. We will wear them with pride."
He smiles and nods, and you notice he looks towards the other dwarfs that are at the tables over there, and they're like, "Ah, Bradreer," and he smiles towards them. Then, unless you guys say anything else to him, he starts to head over that way.
Emmy will kind of clap Roger on the shoulder and say, "Thank you very much for this. Yeah, don't think any of us really expected such things. How are you doing, by the way?"
And he looks up and he smiles, but you can tell like there's a little sadness in his eyes. He says, I'm taking it day by day.
Of course.
The loss was... I guess I couldn't recover so easily from such a thing.
Well, if you ever wish to speak about it or sit silently and meditate, come and find me.
Meditate.
Yeah, I find it helps clear the head. So my mind's really empty.
He says, perhaps I should take you up on the offer.
She smiles down at him.
He nods to Peef and Martin before heading over to speak with the other dwarves.
Norrigar takes the one bracelet that's obviously a lot larger than the rest and puts it on and closes his eyes for a second as he does so. And just feels the sort of tingle as it sort of settles in place. Ah, magic. Yeah, so he's going to take +1 to willpower.
I think Emmy's gonna take hers and clap it to her wrist, adjusting it slightly, and she kind of flexes her muscles a bit. And here's I'll take +1 strength.
Of course.
Pound.
Peef like puts hers quickly on her wrist and begins to run out the door, and anyone who's perhaps paying attention can see that there's a similar looking like rune hanging on a necklace that like bounces as she runs. Yeah, but she took perception for hers.
Marty will put it on his wrist. +1 willpower.
Nice. All right. And anything else you guys taking off?
I think we're going to the mushroom caves.
Ding.
Let's get them shrooms, ooh woo.
Let's find Toad.
Princess in another castle.
Oh no.
Let's see here.
The mushies. We can get some mushrooms for
Mush.
food.
I think this is set
And then
up
we can
here.
raid the blacksmith's house later.
Mush, Balto, mush. Woo.
Yeah.
Mushies!
Going straight to the cave, not to the
We don't need
blacksmith
evidence. We don't need information. We're just going straight there.
All right. You guys have sight there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Find. Here we go. The weather outside is, of course, gray skies, and the wind is picking up over the hills as you guys are making your way towards the trees. The town's kind of disappearing. A very small town anyway, but as you're heading towards the mountains, and the clouds there's light snow starting to fall as you're making your way into the trees. You're heading kind of the same direction you were last night. Let's see here. Daytime weather.
Ah.
Oof.
Yay. All right, so the snow is starting to pick up then. Luckily, you're getting under the trees. What kind of... Are you guys wearing warm weather clothes?
I
Or
have my
cold weather?
cloak.
Yeah, I got that warm fur cloak.
I think I have that too.
Alright.
Norigar doesn't have a lot.
Yeah, I have a fur cloak.
Um, I don't know whether he's had time to have the hide armor adapted yet.
Yeah, sure.
So, cool. That'll be good because then he's wearing that, so at least that gives him something.
Nice.
Yeah, that wouldn't take more than like 6 hours for somebody to rig up. This seems too happy, this music here.
Yeah.
Calm before the storm.
Alright, moving through the trees. What are you guys looking for? Peef, what are you looking for?
The mushroom caves
Alright,
to the north in the forest.
so as far
Perhaps
as you
any
know, that's...
tracks that might be heading that direction.
Okay. Nice. Alright, go ahead and make a tracking skill roll. This one's going to be difficult because of the weather.
Do you know who I am?
But Peef knows all about them tracks. Alright. You do find what looks to be boot prints. Not skog prints or anything, but it does seem like one pair of boot prints that moved this direction. With that high of a roll, you can tell pretty much it was like maybe 3 hours ago.
She points at them to show the others and kind of point it out, but
She's like, somebody came this way a few hours ago. They're probably still in the caves.
All right.
Oh.
You ready
Yes.
there, Master, to and convince him not to attack us?
I can try. I still don't think I'm as good at speaking to people this way that you think I am, but I'll try.
You're the best at speaking to people.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
You're the best here.
I still don't think that's true, but we can try it.
and then P follows the tracks.
Alright, let me see here. As you're following the tracks, you notice that there is a dead animal up ahead. You probably smell it before you actually see it with your goblin nose. And Norgar with his troll nose smelling food. But you see one of the gelt. It has been thoroughly cleaned, though, and the tracks move right by it, but you don't believe whoever was traveling this way killed it. With your super cool tracking roll, you realize that this gelt has been killed. It was killed probably 4 or 5 days ago. You do notice, though, that there are other tracks around it. Go ahead and make a new tracking skill, though. Anybody else want to do anything else while you're moving through the woods?
Oof.
I think as they're moving through the woods, Emmy's kind of looking around at the snow. Because, you know, when I was younger, my brother and I used to build on the farm these big elaborate forts out of snow. And we used to have fights, like throw little pieces of snow at each other. I think I bruised him a lot as a kid.
I, we didn't play outside much with the snow when I was growing up. I can't say that I enjoy it much.
I don't think I ever did. Spent my childhood hauling rocks for goblins. Eh. He doesn't seem particularly sort of like sad about it or anything. It's just very matter of fact.
I mean, it's never too late to play in the snow. Maybe not right now, but at some point.
We were too busy
Regardless, shrugs.
packaging things that were going to be smuggled.
Oh. Like what?
Nothing to be overly concerned about.
Okay. That makes me kind of concerned.
It's fine. I didn't follow in the footsteps there.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Peef, with that tracking skill, you're not really able to discern. They're pretty faded too, so you probably think it's like maybe 5 or 6 people that were here tracking. They killed this creature, but you're not sure. Some of them look like very large boot prints, and you think maybe a skog was here.
Okay, yeah. I think she takes a look at all that and investigates it and finds out this information, and then is just gonna keep following the original tracks.
Alright. You notice that the trees up here become a little bit... are you going to be walking ahead of them at all?
Yeah,
Or are you guys kind of tight walking together?
I imagine Peef is a little ahead.
Where would Emmy be at in this rotation?
I know she'd be back with Marty and Norgar chatting away.
Yeah,
Probably
actually,
beside Martinez.
Norigar's going to be a little bit off to the side because he doesn't want to be in the torchlight. He sees better when he's outside it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
Emmy
daytime right now.
Oh.
Oh, is it? Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
Well, no torch.
About
Yeah, I saw the scene and thought we were in the dark. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
no
me too,
torchlight
yeah.
then, just writing. Yeah, Marty is probably placed between the two giants, right where he should be.
Squished. Marty
The
sandwich.
giants. Yeah, this one, the forest is a little dark in this scene. I mean, it's shaded and it's cloudy skies, but it's not like super dark. Probably as the picture shows here. You do, Peef, if you're trying to be quiet, go ahead and make a stealth check and a concealment check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, everybody make perception checks, actually.
Oh,
Oof.
I would love to. Oof. Oof.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Peef. Yeah, 555.
The five crew.
Five alive.
5 alive.
Everybody got 5 on perception. Oh my god.
Eat it, Paj.
Alright.
Fuck you, Patches O'Houlihan.
Alright, that's too happy forest stuff. Let's hear.
This is a happy game.
It has been pretty happy. I keep trying to throw little elements of dark in there.
We make it
There's been
nice.
Plenty of dark.
Yeah. We've been in the dark
There's-
a lot.
There we go. There is plenty of dark. Can't be too happy.
No, all happy all the time. Wholesome. Friendship bracelets. She doesn't even know it says her name because she can't read.
Up ahead, you guys smell what sounds. Smell the scent of maybe something cooking, and you can hear the sounds of light chatter. Everybody can make this out off in the distance. You can't really tell what they're saying. Nobody can really pick up. The highest perception was what, a 5?
Was I supposed to make a perception too?
Oh yes, go ahead and make a perception as well, Peef. Do more GM roll. There we go. Oh, nice. Peef, I'm gonna whisper to you. Did you get that?
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Peef is going to very quietly, like, hush everybody else and, like, point these things out.
Okay.
So she stops, and as you guys catch up, she, like, puts her finger in front of her face, like, shh, and then points at a guard in a tree who looks like a mutant, and then points to her ears and, like, kind of around, and maybe, like, once it's pointed out to you, you can hear, like, an orc and a human talking.
Yeah. So how close is that person up in the tree?
As Peef stops and you guys kind of catch up, am I muted?
No, we
okay.
can hear you.
Let me see this real quick. I'll measure it.
Because Emmy has an idea.
Okay. Let's see here. He's like 115 feet away. So
that's
is yeah, like 25 hexes. You can see as she points, like through the trees, you know what I mean, through several trees, you notice this mutant creature. He's not wearing a shirt at all. He's got like some straps around him, hide straps. You notice his face is kind of off. Part of his eye is slid down the side of his face, and he's only got hair coming off one side of his head. But in the distance, you can also hear the orc speaking in the orc tongue to someone, and you can hear another human speaking in the common tongue to someone. And like I was saying before, you can kind of smell something cooking on a fire, drifting on the wind through the trees.
Emmy looks down at Peef and whispers and leans in and says, I think we wanna try this, like, diplomatically, I think. So maybe if you sneak around, and in case we do get into some sort of fight, maybe we can try and talk with these people first. I don't know. What are the rest of you thinking?
I can sneak towards the mutant.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm willing to approach them to talk, but I don't think I should alone.
Oh no. We'd definitely come with you. We wouldn't leave you to go alone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be right next to you.
Yeah, they'd eat you if you were alone.
You don't have to remind me. Oh,
No one's gonna eat you, don't worry.
if you're sure.
I'm sure.
If Peef, if you're ready to start sneaking towards them, I guess we'll approach peacefully for now.
Maybe give
Okay.
her a head start.
Yeah, I'll be fast.
And she's gonna like start sneaking.
All right. This is going to be a new concealment and stealth check.
So what's the difference between concealment and stealth, like practically speaking?
Concealment would be hiding, staying away from their visual, their their sight on you, and stealth would be, being very quiet.
Okay.
You don't always have to do both of them, especially if like you're in a loud situation or something, and there's a lot of background noise going on. You wouldn't have to roll stealth and stuff. But this is an open woods situation, so crunching leaves and stuff like that would definitely set it off. And the visual, I mean, he's guarding, so he's looking around at times, even though
Okay.
he rolled really terrible. Initially, he rolled really terrible. He is going to get a new one because you're trying to get close, right? You're trying to get within enough distance to kill him if you have to.
Yeah.
So he gets a new roll. And what are the rest of you guys doing?
I know Emmy's on one side of Marty, and she'll be walking up. I don't think we're trying to sneak at this point.
Okay.
Just trying to be more, not hostile. Maybe like, she's kind of like holding up her hands a little bit. It's like, okay, let's, seem as peaceful as possible.
Yeah. Noragor's got his shield out, but he hasn't got any weapon out. So he's not looking aggressive. So, but he's going to stick very close to Martin because he wants to be able to shield him if he needs it.
Okay. Do you guys have sight here?
We do.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it still daytime or is it nighttime?
It is daytime still. You guys
Okay.
can
It
see a
wasn't that
patch.
far.
Okay. Yeah.
I moved him down a little bit too
Okay.
for this scene.
I mean, yeah, we'll wait a little bit for Peef to get moving, and then I think at some point, it's, all right, I guess now is as good a time as ever. And he straightened out his cloak and his shirt that he's wearing, and try to look as not intimidating, but try to look as confident as he can, which isn't much.
All right, where is Peef? You can go ahead and move to where you want to be at.
Okay. Like, how close can I get? As close as I want?
He rolled a 6, and you rolled an
I rolled an 8 and a 10.
And yeah, so you're on him. I mean, if you want to get,
Can I be like there?
yeah.
Okay.
So like he's in the tree, probably only like 10 feet off the ground, chilling on a limb, and you can be like in the bushes right next to him, wherever you want to be.
Yeah. She's just like getting underneath him. How high in this tree is he?
He's like 10 foot, 15 foot off the ground.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, he does have. He's got a short bow and he's got a cutlass. You also notice he has a throwing axe on his belt. Okay, and you guys are starting to walk up. If you guys aren't going to sneak, he's definitely going to see you and look in that direction.
That's fine. Yeah,
Mhm.
Martin is walking up with Emmy and Norgar.
And
Yeah.
you'll wave once Poach comes, like, looks towards us.
Yeah, Poach stands up and whistles out to the others. And you can hear them like getting up and grabbing weapons and stuff. And Poach pulls his bow and he says, "Who's there? Who's that?"
Oh, Hello. My name is Martinus Halacroix. I'm a traveling alchemist and also from Caravan in town. I just wanted to speak with whoever is in charge here.
I now comest. He shouts it like really loud.
He coughs a bit. Just kind of stands there, not wanting to get shot.
He says, "You looking to trade?" And he,
Just talk. Maybe depending on how the talking goes, but for right now, just talk.
he notices Norgar moving through the trees behind you, and he's like, "They have a troll."
And Noriko will call back, "Easy, little man. We're here to talk, like the little man said."
You hear someone else from the camp say, "Come on out towards the camp. Be slow."
Gotta be slow.
Slow as I can be. And he is slow, but he has a nervous pace to his gait.
I think we're slow
And
anyway,
whenever-
just because Norgar is a very slow-going person.
Yeah. Counterintuitive, because with his stride, he should be able to fucking run up mountains.
Just shuffles.
But yeah, it's just the weight of being a goblin slave for so long.
Yeah. As you get up there, you notice you can see only four of them. Two of them are orcs, a male and a female. One of the humans, shaved head, looks pretty rough, scarred up. One of the guys, he looks more well dressed and has a hood and kind of a robe on him. He does have like certain things like feathers and crow's claws and stuff dangling from his belt. And he has like a quarterstaff in his hand.
Yeah, Martin will walk towards the camp until they ask him to stop, basically. Hello, my name is Martin Halacroix. These are my companions. I'm a traveling alchemist, as your watchman said. Can I ask who is in charge of this camp?
This one steps forward. He looks a bit nervous for a moment, and he has a long sword in his hand. He steps forward and he says, I am Kelm. What are you looking for? You want to trade?"
There was a matter of business regarding the town that we stopped at. He gestures over his shoulder. What was the name of that town again? Rogue?
Oh, the
Because it was
Actually-
the Crossroads Inn.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we never really gave it a town, did we?
Oh,
Or a name.
called the Crossroads. There you go. The Crossroads over yonder. I wanted to talk in regards to the town and sacrifices that have been happening.
They kind of look at each other at that. And, oh, can you guys all make perception checks?
Yes, of course we can.
Oh no.
Oh no, no, no.
No,
No, no, beef, no, why?
It is me.
Martin, you notice that there's like several bedrolls out there. It seems like the camp is like more supportive than just these these, few that are here.
Mhm.
There's 5 of them. I mean, you count.
Yeah.
And you notice that they have more gear. Definitely, you think that there should be more of them. And this one right here, the orc female, you believe that you saw her in the tavern last night.
Mm. Okay.
Um,
What's their reaction to me throwing the big S word out there?
yeah, you
Sacrifice.
notice. Yeah, they kind of look at each other, and Kelm says, "Oh, we don't know anything of sacrifices." And he looks over at the others. You know anything about sacrifices?
Can I make a detect lies check?
Yes, definitely.
Cool. Hold on, just have to do it off the sheet.
Krim. Why did that come up, Krim?
Krim kill.
Hey,
Is that the
The
same
criminal.
right there?
Good old Kelm Krim.
Such a
Just his
crim.
name.
The smooth criminal.
Krim. Oh, that's why. Ding ding chick ding ding ding. Kelm.
His real name is Grim.
He's lying about his name.
Ah, we
God.
knew it.
Figured it out.
Bastard.
There's so many lies he doesn't know who he is anymore.
Lies on lies on lies.
Yeah, you definitely think that he's being untruthful, because just the way that they kind of all looked nervous, at the mention of it, and looked at each other.
In that case, Norigar will just make a sort of tutting noise and say, "Look, if you're just going to lie to us, we're not going to get anywhere, are we?"
She looks to Norgard and looks to them and says, "Look, if you've been making sacrifices to the werebears in the town so they don't, kill everybody in the town, that's terrible that you had to do that. And we understand that you're probably under duress, but you don't have to worry about it anymore because they're dead. Well, the main guy's dead."
And we didn't come to fight before anyone gets really nervous.
They seem to kind of tighten their grip on their blades and stuff. This one right here, he says, they pay us well. These
You?
cultists. And Kelm's like, "Shut up, Jotful." And the orc stands up. He's like, "I'm sick of lies."
What did they pay you for?
He says they pay us to find humans to bring to them. And he nods and he smiles and he says, "Maybe we take them. Maybe we take you to them."
So we're like I said, we're not here to fight necessarily. How about this? Everybody seems very very tense right now. What if we all have you all eaten yet today? And he's he's reaching really, like he's got spices with him.
Emmy does not seem like she wants to discuss it anymore. She's gonna take out the bandages on her around her wrists and around her knuckles. She looks to Marty and says, "They've been selling people."
Yeah, you tried, Martin. Okay, scum, what's it gonna be? Die or surrender?
Yeah, 'cause we already killed the werebear.
Yeah, and you're a bloody sight smaller than him.
Yeah, I helped kill it with my fists. I can put your fist into the fire, your face into the fire too if you want.
Yeah, Martin steps behind Emmy.
Yeah. Norigar's going to use intimidating on the guy who appears to be the leader. Is it Kelm or Eamon?
It's Krim.
Kelm Kelm seems to have stepped out and said that he was the leader. You're not
Okay.
totally sure about it, but and then Jawful seemed like maybe pretty commonplace orc, kind of maybe somewhat too brave, too stupid, but he's definitely bigger than Kelm.
Okay. So I'm going to use my intimidating. So I get to make a sort of contested willpower, but I get +2 ranks to it. I don't know how I'm going to roll that.
Okay.
The next step up, or well, no, it's +2
Okay.
ranks, not +2 dice, right? So you probably just add 2, like in the bonus section of your willpower, right? Just add
Oh,
2.
okay, and then do that, and then
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because it doesn't always.
Oh.
It won't equal 2 steps up for dice.
Yeah, that's true. It's 1 step up.
Make sure to
Okay.
put the 2 in there, and then click off the sheet, and then click, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
then-
Yep.
Get it to adjust before, and then just delete
Yeah.
it after you finish rolling it.
Yeah.
It's kind of pain, but hey. And he's got to make resisted willpower, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And that's Joff.
and yeah, Norigar made sure, as he was saying, so what's it going to be, die or surrender? He was looking straight at that guy and kind of looking him up and down in a kind of like, you're nothing kind of way.
Yeah. Joffel steps back a few paces, as you shout out, and you notice this guy back here says, "We need to get rid of them." And Kelm shouts out, "Attack!" And Peef, you notice that Poach is already pulling his arrow back, aiming at Norgar, the back of Norgar.
Would I be able to do something?
Definitely. Let's roll an ish first.
Okay.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my god, you two.
Local man in danger hides behind tall woman.
You can hide behind my thighs, Marty. Don't worry. They're big enough for you to cower behind.
Or I don't even think that the rest of them know I'm here.
All right. It looks like Norgar goes first.
How high off the ground is the guy in the tree?
Oh wait, no, leave him
10
to
feet.
Peef. Leave him to
Sure.
Peef. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 to 15 feet.
Were you gonna let me do something to the guy before he shoots off at Norgar or no?
It's just
Yeah,
he's
'cause-
going.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
you're specifically kind of waiting for him to do something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put you in front of him. Where is he at?
Cool. Yeah, because I could see he was ahead of you in the order. That's why I was.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll put you in front of Poach.
It would have been pretty funny, to be fair, for her to just turn around and slap him out of the tree with.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, you think you're high up? No, you're in reach, Sonny.
It's usually the guarding. If you call guarding, it gives you +5 to your niche. So that totally works within rule.
Cool.
All right. Norgar.
Yeah. So I don't think I can reach any of these guys. So I am going to. The one I'm most worried about is the wizard. So I am going to go forward, pick up a rock, and throw it at him.
Yeah, there's a big rock right there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
That
can't
is
be
Go
wrong.
about there.
I
Yeah.
can't rock.
Pick up a bloody great rock and just hit it at him. So attacks. Lob. And I'll just make it a 1 action point attack. Oof.
It's good there's one.
Yeah. Do I have to burn the frenzy to do that? To move,
No.
Pick up
No.
the
Because move is a different action.
Yeah, move is
Okay.
just doesn't take any of your actions. So you take several steps, and then pick up the rock for one action, and then throw it for the second action.
Cool.
He tries to dodge. Oh god, just barely.
Wait,
Earl.
wait,
Earl.
wait.
Oh, you
Should
got
I
bless
do
it.
it?
Oh, you've got the
Should
thing,
I
haven't
do
you?
it?
Yo, please.
Absolutely.
want
It'd
it?
be pretty good if he does. To be
Blessing!
fair.
You get a blessing.
Thank you.
5 to 4.
Excellent. Thank
Please
you.
Platinum.
roll well. I love
Nice.
that. You're blessed by Emmy.
End his life.
1.
Do you get a chance to save your spiritual, Emmy? Like, can you roll your spiritual and save it? Or did it say anything about that?
No, not for blessing. No. Because blessing is just chi drain, right?
Oh, okay.
That's all. Holy. Nice.
Nice.
Smack
big
that
rock.
wizard.
It knocks him to the ground. What's that look like?
Yeah, so, yeah, just as soon as he sees things are kicking off, Norigar just strides forward, picks up a rock the size of a cantaloupe and just hurls it at this guy, and it hits him smack center in the chest and takes him straight off his feet.
Is that it for Norgar?
Yep. Yeah, he's getting his shield ready.
Cool.
He already had it out, so.
Okay, first question I have to ask. Are there any, like, I don't know, like, knives, anything cutlery around the campfires at all?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see. Roll a percentile. 30% or lower. Something perfect for what you're looking for.
So no.
Okay. So maybe a
Um,
pot, maybe a pot or something.
Yeah, this part right here. Yeah, so standing behind Emmy and thus being sneaky and secretive about it, I'm gonna try to pick up this pot with psychokinesis and slam it down onto Eamon's head.
Just banging on this wizard.
It's got like boiling water in it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, this,
Yeah.
actually, if there's boiling water, that's what I'm gonna do. That sounds way worse. Yeah, so let's do the roll to pick up the pot.
So target 6 for the pot.
Oh shit. It's gonna be
Pot.
sad if I miss this pot pickup, ain't it?
Oh my god, Marty!
Oh.
I'll try it again. I got you.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Marty, please.
Okay, I pick up. So I got the pot.
Hey.
It was that water in it. It was all
I
unbalanced.
was like, oh, this is fucking heavy. And then now we burn one frenzy to try to tip it onto, try to
Yeah.
boil him with scalding
Oh
water.
my god!
Oof.
He's on the ground, right? Oh god.
Oh my god, Marty.
I'm bad. I'm bad at fighting. You know this.
Got eyebow luck.
Gets nervous.
I'm very. Actually, I need to roll for cowardly.
Yeah, roll it.
I don't know what my thing is, but let's.
Oh.
I think resolve this first.
Fuck it up.
I mean, it's if he dodges, he dodges. He dodges.
Aw. Damn it, his name's Earl.
I'll spend.
name is Ben.
I've still got the pot. I'll spend one frenzy and throw the pot at him.
Why is Earl?
You just eat the pot.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean.
Oh my god. Are you making a
Marky's
perception?
bad, guys. I told you.
I don't even think Emmy noticed that at all. No pot floating, no
He just
water
tipped. He
dumping.
just tipped it over when he fell. It's fine. It's probably rock.
I mean, it's like pretty far away from him. It's like 10 feet away.
And he still dodged. Well,
Ah.
there goes like 40
Damn it.
chi.
Oh my god, Marty.
He's like, ooh.
Yeah, that's smarty.
That sucks.
I'll roll my willpower for not being scared.
Okay.
Okay, not greatest. I don't know
Alright,
what you
yeah.
decided my TN was, and then my concealment so Emmy doesn't see.
the beat of
Yeah,
3.
you're good. You're good on the
Okay.
the fear.
There you go.
Eamon notices the pot fly by his face and the water splash. He stands up. Fear in his eyes at first. He looks towards Norgar, and that's the one he's worrying about right now. What's going on here? Why is that there? Hold on just a second. Sorry. The hell?
What's up?
Okay, there we go. This was the wrong sheet. Awesome. Let me add his spell on here real quick. It's a D6. And T8. All right, there we go. So Eamon stands up. He is going to concentrate for cast his fire sphere at Norgar. Gets an additional +2.
Oh dear.
That's not good.
An 11 comes flying towards you, Norgar. It's just a
Okay.
sphere of fire.
I'm gonna try and get my shield up.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Sweet. So the first one dissipates on your shield. He does the same thing again. Burning of Frenzy. He's not going to concentrate on this one. He's just going to throw it as fast as he can. And another fire sphere comes flying towards you.
Oh my god, this man.
Oof. Ah,
Oh.
Oh no.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
and it's gonna stop my regen.
Ah.
I've killed trolls like you before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Doesn't even
crap.
go through.
Times 4 though, isn't it, for troll? Oh, that's with times 4.
Wow.
That is with the 4.
Ah.
8 fire damage. What's your armor?
16.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my armor's higher than that.
Doesn't even go through your armor.
Oh, nice.
That is it for Eamon.
What's Eamon's level though?
4th level.
So he's 4th level?
Yeah.
So shouldn't it be
Would it
times
be
another
times 4
4?
times 4?
No.
It would be?
It's just times 4.
Okay.
It's a D6 times 4.
But what about, because Norgar
Norgar.
is vulnerable
Yeah,
to
he
fire.
has fire vulnerability, and it's the 4th level mage.
Oh, does he take extra damage for that? Or is
Yeah.
it just take away the
Times 2.
So it'd be
Yeah,
32.
times 2.
It'd be, well no, it'd be,
No,
it'd
32.
be times 6. So
Oh,
it'd be 12.
it's times 2. Okay.
Yeah.
It still wouldn't
Because
get through his tat. Or no.
Even if it was times 8, it wouldn't be. Yeah, he's good. No matter.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was times. I thought you said it was times 4 power damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry
he's
about
still
this.
fine.
So it
He's
should be 2 times 6. So it'd still be 12.
Yeah, he's still good.
Does it still fuck with his regeneration even though it didn't damage him?
No, it has to damage him.
Nice.
Nice.
Yay!
So nice.
Forgot
like
that
it
rule about
flies
the
past
bear.
your shield, but just like hits you somewhere, like in your torso or something. Doesn't get through. Kelm is going to charge up here. Keeps running with his longsword and tries to do a heavy attack.
With a longbow?
Longbow?
I'm guessing that's
Should
not
be
it.
longsword. What
Is he
going
Legolasing
on
me?
here?
Damn it, Krim. He is Legolas.
Oh, I just clicked on the wrong one.
What do your human
Let me
eyes see?
Every time something like this happens, I think, oh, did I mess up the sheet?
no, it's me.
It's your fault, Wanderer.
Yeah.
It's a 7, but it's still a longsword because he's got the same +2.
Okay, cool. So,
So
got
that's
my
right. It
shield
just
again.
should say longsword. I clicked on the wrong one.
Nice.
Nice.
So I did, but I think that means my shield takes damage
Hmm.
because my shield is 3.
It does.
It does. So I'm gonna do the damage real quick, and there's the damage on that.
What?
What?
Oh, it's because you only rolled a. Wait, he didn't roll any dice. He only had his bonus.
What is going on right now?
Damn it, Kelm Krim.
Damn it, Wanderer, you ruined the sheet.
I
Oh my
didn't.
god, this is totally Wanderer's fault. Yes.
Yeah, it's all
No.
Wanderer's fault.
No damage.
GM did
So-
nothing wrong.
0. I don't know.
I'm not taking the fall for this.
Here it is.
Oh, no, it's not. It still didn't roll.
What?
You didn't add a die. There's no
Alright.
die in there.
What's happening?
Oh.
Do you have a
Yeah,
die
they break
listed
the
in the
sheet.
weapons?
I did put the dice on there.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh
Maybe it's
shit.
because I didn't close it.
Oh yeah, because the sheet's not updating unless you fully close the sheet and reopen it.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
That's-
It's not your
Alright,
fault.
That
It's
looks like
working.
damage.
there we
Okay.
go.
Hey.
Still shit.
My goodness.
Okay, so I'll take 14 off my shield.
All right, he is going to burn to frenzy because if he doesn't, he's going to die.
He's not gonna die. No.
He's going to attack again with his longsword. Another heavy attack. So he swings once. It chops into like the corner of the shield and dings apart, and then he swings back. 18.
Okay. So yeah, try and block with the shield again. Oh, just-
Nice.
But again, my shield's going to take another knock.
He's like whittling away at the shield there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
Good damage to
Okay.
block.
All right, Joffel is gonna take off running, not at Norgar, because he's kind of scared. He thinks he's gonna take on this girl right here.
Better get a
me see
jaw full of my
something.
fist.
Yay.
That was good.
Thank you.
That's- 8 to get right there. That is his movement. He does not have charge, so he is just charging towards you with his axe up in the air, and it is now Peef.
All right. Peef is going to use her vines on Poach and vine him up.
Vine it up.
And then
Okay, so this does take 2 unarmed actions, and you do have to roll to attack.
I have to roll to attack for it.
Yeah. This takes 2 unarmed actions. It takes chi, and you do have to make an unarmed attack roll.
Okay. But he doesn't know I'm there, so do I just have to beat a 5?
So in that case, yeah, just roll. Since it's unarmed, just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
I thought of it too. All right, so you got him, and that was 2 actions. It starts
Okay.
to wrap around him.
Yeah. She's gonna climb up the tree now. To about where he's at. Can I just do that, or do I need to make like an acrobatics check or something?
Yeah, do a either acrobatics or climbing or dex check.
Okay.
Cool. You're
Okay.
there.
Yeah, she gets up there, and says,
It's nice seeing another mutant.
and then she's gonna fucking throw him.
Awesome.
Yeet.
She can throw him
Yes.
10 squares. So she's gonna throw him into the fire.
All right.
I
Right over
love
here.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing another mutant.
it. It was nice seeing you.
Why?
Yeet.
And you can definitely throw him because you're 21 strength, right?
Yeah.
And that's like 210 pounds. So, yeah, he's not 210 pounds.
He's only 200.
205.
209.
You should have had breakfast.
Yeet.
That
What's for
impact damage
breakfast,
is gonna be
Dad?
painful.
All of a sudden, out of the trees, no one even knows. You just see Poach about to become poached eggs into the fire.
Let me put
And
it over here.
Norigar's gonna just announce loudly, "Oh, you thought we were alone? Oops."
That's gonna be 10 times 5. That is
50?
50 feet falling damage.
Amazing.
What is the falling damage of that?
The
Mutants
falling
have
damage
achieved
rules.
orbit, first species to do so, and
It's pretty nasty. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, my damn PDF closed.
Does it cost a frenzy to throw? Because it doesn't say in the ability.
Falling
but-
damage.
Yeah, it would be another
Force
action to throw.
damage.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I need to clarify.
Falling table. So how many?
Something.
You said 50 feet?
50 feet. Yeah, you got it.
5d6 times 4 to 66 times 5. So that's 40 to 59. So maybe 5d6 times 5?
Yeah,
Because that's in the
sounds
middle?
right.
Yeah.
That
Can
sounds
I
good.
roll it?
Yes.
roll it, roll
Oh,
it.
lit. Oh, falling into spikes. Roll 2d6 for whatever the GM prefers to see how many spikes. Oh, that's for spikes. Maybe
That's
there's
probably
extra
for
damage for fire?
Yeah.
An
Yeah.
extra d6 or something?
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
let's
this
put
is a
an extra-
bonfire though, so it's probably not too much.
Mm.
Put an extra.
Let's put an extra D6 in there.
Okay.
66.
Those on fire will take d6 times 1. So just be an extra d6 afterwards.
Why? No, he ain't alive.
So what's that look like? He's dead.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are like fighting these people, and then, I don't think any of you expected this, but just suddenly you hear the guy in the tree like shouting as he's yeeted across the sky, and just crashes into this campfire. There's maybe like a big pot like nearby it, and just slams their head into the pot and is not moving.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Nice.
He's starting to like burn too.
Would I go ahead of Makari? I don't know what her like dex or anything is.
Let's see. What's your dex?
My dex, actually, my dex is not the. It's 15.
Hers is 18. Oh,
Ah, fucker.
first. She's got a crossbow, light crossbow in her hand. She is gonna fire at probably Norgar. I'm gonna say. Well. Wait. What about Peef? What about
Can you see
Martin?
Peef?
Can
Can
she
she
see
see
me up in
Martin?
the tree?
She probably wouldn't even have noticed Peef.
I mean, she might be able to see Marty.
Definitely saw
She saw
her
somebody get
boy.
yeeted.
Definitely saw her boy get turned into
Yeah.
Poach.
She probably would have saw. That's all she would have saw. Some poach go flying from the trees and the bushes. So
All she knows he did that.
she's gonna aim at Norgar. Let me roll something real quick. Okay. She does not have Deadeye, so this is going to be an aimed shot with a light crossbow towards Norgar. Why did the music stop? All right, Norgar, you got a 5 coming at you. Light crossbow shot.
Okay. Can I block with shield?
You can.
Okay. Hey.
Dong. And other than that, she is pulling a weapon. Emmy, it is your turn.
Amazing. Very excited for this. So Emmy's gonna maneuver basically, so a little bit up and then over. So she's between Kelm and Jaful. She's gonna spend before that she's gonna spend an action on Kata. She's gonna spend an action to activate her crystal as well. And then she's gonna throw hands. Do tidal wave with Jahal. So 2 actions.
Jahal.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
And he tries to dodge, but does not.
Unfortunately, for him anyway. So she's gonna come up and she's like smiling the whole time. So this is power 2. Only 30. But if I can, I would like to take Jahal and like she grabs him and throws him over her shoulder, kind of rolling him, and she wants to throw him into Kelm.
Okay, yeah. So that is go ahead and do a new attack.
Yeah. Just an unarmed one, I'm guessing, right?
30. Yeah.
16. Nice.
Nice.
So you see just Emmy pick up Jahal and throw him right into Kelm head first.
All right. Both of them are on the ground now.
Nice. And then Emmy is going to spend 2 frenzy, and she actually before I spend frenzy, is there still room in that bonfire?
No, not really. It's not that big.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
But the fire's starting to like curl around Poach.
All right, well, let's see if we can poach Kelm too. She's gonna
Slightly
do it.
poached.
Slightly poached. Some spicy Kelm. Only as she tries to like grab him.
Alright. He's got -2 though, because he was fighting Norgar. And on the ground. Why did I do that? Does that work?
No.
Oh.
That's all right. So she tries to like kind of kick him up into the air and towards the fire. Unfortunately, like rolls just out of the way in time. And Emmy says, "You could have done this the easy way. I don't take any pleasure in this." That's Emmy.
Norgar.
Okay. I guess the main threat is Juffle, isn't it, at the moment? Is Kelm going to get up, or...?
Yeah, Kelm looks like he's trying to get up. You know
Jafal's
what?
on the ground too.
I'll just try and finish him off there.
Yeah,
I'm
both
gonna-
of them are on the ground.
Oh, both of them on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Emmy threw down Jafal, but like
Oh,
knocked
of
him, like threw him
course.
into Kelm, and they both went clattering to the ground.
Yes, of course they both went down. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can hit them both, I think, want.
Oh, exciting. I'm going to... Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, I'd forgotten I had that. So, yeah, I will do that. And I don't have to spend anything. Woohoo!
No.
So I'll try and hit them both with a heavy attack. With my... I'm going to draw my sword, my Elysian weapon. And use that. So it's 2 action points, so I'm going to have to burn a frenzy. But
Oh God.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh. Ho, ho. Kelm is hit. Jafu.
they take any penalty to dodge because they're on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelm took. Kelm took. Yep, you got them both.
Right.
Now they both take this same damage that you're gonna roll here,
Okay.
which is power 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
All right, it finishes Kelm off, and it only wounds Jafu. But go ahead and tell us what that looks.
Yeah, so he just brings his... he's got his shield out in front of him, and now he just draws his Elysian blade, lifts it up and turns it in the air, and just catches the light for a second as he then swings it down in a low, sweeping blow, and it rakes straight across Kelm's abdomen, and then thunks hard into Jafful.
Alright, and you have Unfrenzy left to burn if you want to, or you can pass it to Martin's turn.
I will pass it to Martin's turn.
Alright, Martin.
I think I had to burn a frenzy though, didn't I, to do that? Because I had to draw my weapon.
Yeah, you can burn 2 frenzies per round.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Though.
Although, can I move?
You could have. I mean, after you burn frenzy, though, you can't.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Where would you have moved?
I was going to head over towards Eamon, but that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't have got far.
Martin is gonna kind of stay behind this rock. A couple reasons: to stay out of sight of those that remain by much. Make himself a harder target, I guess. Not stay out of sight 'cause he's gonna do something here. But also to hide what he's doing with his brain boy powers. I'm gonna try to just hold Eamon with psychokinesis.
Okay.
Another 5, Marty.
I can't stop. It's my favorite number.
My lord.
Make a concealment check.
He's still trying to get used to that.
We'll try one more. I can only try. So we'll try it one more time.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, this is where he rolled double digits.
All right, all right.
But I'll do my concealment after. Hey!
Yay!
He's held. That's all I can do. I literally don't have G to do anything else. I'm just gonna hold it in place. Try to keep him from doing anything, and then concealment.
Ooh, just.
So you're like peeking out behind the rocks there and just kind of focusing on Eamon over there.
Yeah, it's keeping him held still. So he's kind of like stuck from where he threw the fire sphere, basically, looking weird.
Nice. All right. Eamon, okay. He looks like. Let me see something here. he's going to try to cast. We're going to say, since he's held, though, he's going to have to make a resisted willpower check versus you.
Nice, Marty.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to say, like, right now, he can't even get a spell out because of what you're doing there to him.
Yeah, I'm just holding in place.
He's like trying to move his hands, you know what I mean? It's just can't make the patterns with not even with a negative, you know what I mean? Kelma's dead. Jafu ain't no fool. Alright, he's gonna get up and run because you've already intimidated him, and now he's like at your feet. Kelma's killed. He gets up and he tries to run, which gives you a pull-out attack on him.
Cool.
Don't pull out. Don't pull out.
You get one action to use on him. It could be to grab him or hit him with a blade, whatever you want to do.
I'm hitting him with the blade. Yeah.
Okay.
That's 14.
Alright, he tries to dodge.
Oof.
Wow. He's able to. And then he takes off running. Only makes it to there. Peef, your turn.
All right, Peef is going to try to shoot at Eamon way back here. Which I think she's in range to do, right?
What is the range there?
80?
16. Yep, you can do it.
Okay. So she's gonna Deadeye.
Deadeye his ass. And he's gonna get a -4 to defend because he's held.
Nice.
Nice shot. Flying through the air, you can just tell. You're like, oh, I got him.
Yep.
For some reason, Earl is hit. What the hell? I changed these names, damn it. Earl. Oh, I see what I have to do. I have to go in and hit save. Right. 28 damage. Alright, what's it look like as Eamon is killed?
Yeah, so Peef has kind of like balanced herself on this tree branch now, and as everybody else is putting up work killing people, she just gets an arrow, aims really quickly, lets it loose, and is able to just nail this guy. I think she is now going to go after... I think she's going to burn 2 Frenzy and go after Makari now.
Okay. Let me see. 30% chance Makari's got a little cover. No, you got a clear shot.
Okay. Oh no.
Ah.
Oof.
Oh no!
Still gonna roll this. But no.
Yeah.
Fumble shooting.
Twang. Oh, please don't shoot Marty. No!
Ah!
That's Marty!
He does get a dex.
Or take half
perception
damage heavy
check.
attack max. Okay.
So if he can make a dex or perception target 10, he can take
Let me see which one of these is better.
or take half damage. Okay.
Oh, Marty.
They're both the same, so
Get it.
we'll say like
Marty.
Go on, Marty. Go on.
Dex. No,
No! Alright, roll damage,
Oh,
Peef.
damn.
Oh no.
Oh, it's 30!
Oh,
30 damage!
my god! Of course it blew up.
Holy shit! Jesus
At least it didn't blow up
Christ.
more than that. Oh God,
Ooh,
Marty!
boy.
How's Marty doing?
What's Marty's armor?
None.
Ah,
Oh, he's. I don't know what
it's
it is.
negative 10. So,
Yeah, since mine is 1 armor.
Oh, so 29.
50, 59.
No, it's half. Take half
Oh,
damage.
it's half. So it's 29.
oh, okay, that's right. Good.
Yeah,
good,
it's half.
Good. That's not trauma then.
Yeah. Whew.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think Peef got a little too confident after that first shot, quickly turns to shoot at the lady orc and slips a bit on the branch and looses an arrow, and it just slams into Martin's back. And she feels real bad.
Shit.
That's alright, he's human though.
Yeah, it's fine. Wasn't gonna live long anyway.
That's messed up.
Say
Oh,
that.
damn. Makari notices that they're losing, so Makari is going to take off running as well.
Damn it.
She takes off this way, though. It's Emmy's turn. You guys could drop it here, or you could take chase.
I think seeing people run away, Emmy's not really one to pursue, especially when someone's given up the fight. Emmy kind of puts in her fists and looks down at the enemies they had killed. Then she looks over, takes her a moment to notice, and she sees that Marty's injured, and she says, Master, are you okay? She just runs over.
Oh! And he's just kind of on the ground.
Peef is like climbing down the tree. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Here, let me do something. Here, I got you. And she'll spend some, what is it, 50, I think 48. I gotta double check. You get 16 back, as she heals you.
Take the arrow out.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna count to 3. Okay, maybe close your eyes. All right, 1, 2, and she rips it on 2.
Ah! He just yells really loud.
Sorry.
Oh!
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Norigar looks down, makes sure that Emmy's taking care of him, and then he realizes that one of them ran, and he just starts walking over in this direction, striding over, and presumably Juffel's further away by then. But if he can, he's just going to pick up a big rock and just see if he can throw, a big arcing throw, and try and hit him as he goes. It's a long shot in more ways than one, but he doesn't like the thought of this guy getting away after all he's done.
Yeah. One chance. Heavy attack, probably.
Yep.
And go ahead and roll.
Roll a lob.
Only
He's got
get
much
one
of a
shot.
chance.
Well,
If
not miss your
if you
chance
want,
to throw.
if you want to, you can kind of wait and aim for an extra +2 to hit.
Yeah.
But you want to do that?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
you'll have to burn a frenzy though.
Okay, that's fine.
He's lining up a long throw.
Yep.
Long lob.
Oh, I should take a +1 to that as well. I didn't add the aim. Sorry.
So +2. So
So
Do
+2.
16.
+2.
16.
Yeah.
And he's running, and he even passes by a tree as he's running.
Oh, bam.
Blap.
Okay.
Kill.
Bonk.
Oh, that would even have
25
given him
times
a +2 for running, and he still got
Is it?
hit.
Yeah, you still got hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because my plus.
Oh my god. Bonk.
Bonk.
That is actually going to knock him unconscious.
Okay.
Perfect.
Norigar's going to assume he's dead, though. He won't know from that distance. He'll just assume he's been hit by a massive, great rock from that distance and that he's dead. And he'll he'll just kind of wipe his hands off and go, right, now we're done. And then he'll go walking back to Marty and say, you going to be okay?
Maybe.
Don't worry. If you give me like a few moments, I can heal the rest of your wounds. It's not gonna, heal everything fully, but it's mainly just to speed up your own body recovery. There's gonna be a scar.
That's fine.
Alright. And she will wait a few moments for her chi to replenish, because she has that crystal, and then she'll just finish healing him off. I think, how much are you down, anyway? Oh, you're down 29.
After 16, I'm down to 37. He healed 16, so...
Yeah, so she'll be able to heal the rest after a few seconds.
I think Peef is just standing back, like, watching, really guiltily.
And
All right.
after she finishes healing up Marty, because she's got 20 out. She's got 20 rounds of fucking regen. She's fine. But yeah, she helps him back to his feet and says, "One got away, but I think the important thing is that we took out their leader. I didn't think that they'd be in selling people."
Even the one that got away is bad. It's sore, but he seems fine now. There's more than just the ones that were here. He's like pointing out the bedrolls. There's probably still some out there somewhere.
This wasn't the mushroom cave.
No.
You're right.
What's that race called, Rogue? That's
Skog?
Skog.
The person said that it was a Skog cult. There weren't any Skog here.
Yeah, they said they were paid, right? Paid to get people from.
Well, what do we do? Just do we keep going or go back or?
I say, check them, grab their stuff, pile it up, then carry on.
See if we can maybe find any evidence of any more. I mean, you're the one who reads, Master. There might be, if they can read, there might be notes. I don't know.
Yeah, there's more bedrolls than there were for them, right?
I can check, but it says Peef said there's still the Skog cave. I'll look through their notes.
Okay.
And you'll see if there's any journal correspondence, anything among the ones that are dead. He has a handkerchief over his nose. Death smell of everyone, especially Poach. He will actually have someone bring Poach out of the fire.
Emmy will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Poach is badly.
Norigar's going to check some of the other bodies, and he'll go over and check that one who ran now. And if he discovers he's still alive while he's checking him, which he might not with his perception, then he'll drag him back. If not, he'll just assume he's dead.
Yeah, when you get over to him, he actually groans.
And Norigar sort of goes, tough bugger.
Oh.
All right. And he'll just take his weapons and just kind of grab him by the scruff of the neck and just haul him along with his heels dragging along the ground. So it'll be difficult for him to get to his feet even if he weren't weak.
Yeah, you drag him over there. Let me go.
And Norigar will kind of like drag him into the middle of camp, and then kind of drop him at Martin's feet and say, "Ah, this one's still alive. We can bring him back for trial. But first, maybe he wants to tell us something. See if he can, we can always put in a good word for you if you're helpful."
You can tell he looks slightly hopeful.
Yeah, we can. He looks to Martin, looks to Norgar, and then to Joffel. And you said they were paying you. Is that the Skog at the Mushroom Cave? Is that the cult that's, or who tell us more about this arrangement?
Some human. Fjorn is his. He's the one that pays good coin. Comes from the village.
He's the adopted son of the blacksmith.
That's right.
So he paid you to get these people.
You can see he's like holding the back of his head, has a wound on it from the rock, some blood trickling down his back and his shoulders. He says, yes, he controls the Skog. He is their leader. He used some kind of magic tricks.
It's not great. Do you know where you were, like, making the exchanges?
And he looks kind of with a, quizzical look at you. Exchanges.
Money for people.
He says, the old Skog temple. They worship some beast god. Near the moor.
We'll have to check it out then, see if he's still there. Maybe check out the blacksmith's house too.
Yes, we should try to take care of this all as soon as we can. Hopefully he's at that house. The caravan would be leaving tomorrow after all.
Yeah, well, we should also tell the bailiff, right?
Of course.
This is someone in the town. We should present the evidence.
You kill Jaful.
Why did you do it? Why did you accept money for people's lives?
Because with the money we can buy food and weapons, of course.
Why not just, I don't know, move into the town and, work there?
I'm no farmer.
I mean, I can teach you how to farm.
It's not that he can't learn,
Oh.
Emmy. It's that he doesn't want to.
Oh, okay.
Jaful, a warrior. And he hits his chest. Then he looks kind of nervous at Norgar.
Not anymore. And Martin looks at Norgar. We'll take him back, and they can decide what to do with him.
Norgar nods. And has anyone got rope we can tie him with?
Yes, I have
Sure you
rope.
can find some.
No, I
there
have
you
rope
go.
in my inventory. Emmy produces rope.
Nice.
Ha ha!
Nice. Well, we'll tie his hands in front of him so he can pull him along, and Norigar will, just kind of walk along, holding the rope and pulling him along behind him.
Yeah, Martin will look to Jocelyn. How much did you all make with these deals to trade the villagers for the coin?
10 gold pieces per human.
How many
God.
sacrifices?
He thinks for a second, tries to count on his fingers. 4 human.
And how much is left?
He goes and he looks at his pouch, He's like, not much.
Martin shakes his head. And he'll start collecting what they have around the camp to try to at least get the money to the people, but they have plenty to do.
And Emmy looks to Jaful and says, "Did you take a blacksmith at all? One from the town?"
And he thinks about it for a second. And yes, blacksmith. Red hair, human. Of your own father.
Yeah, he's dead. Right?
No. Blacksmith not die. He become beast.
Emmy's face falls a bit. Her shoulders rolling forward. Oh.
They say he becomes strong and hunter. You can tell he's starting to he's looking towards the trees. Like he's expecting someone or something. And then he says, Fjorn, mind magic is tricky. He will get you to not in a mocking way or anything.
Mhm.
Just
Factual.
yeah, and he just nods. Any closing RP?
Emmy looks to the others and says, "Better be careful around this, Thorn. But, like you said, Norgar, let's go to the bailiff. And, maybe whatever's left, we can let at least Kit know maybe that, well, the blacksmith's alive. Or I don't know what the right way to deal with this is."
We do what we can, and we leave the rest to the gods.
Okay. Right.
Not that that's very specific, but
Yeah. Well, she'll come over to Jaful and kind of haul him up. And she'll heal him a little bit so he's not bleeding. Just a point.
Give him some chi love.
Yeah, a little blow of some chi on him so he's not so not so bleedy. Is there.
What's
Oops.
Peef doing?
Peef hasn't been there for that whole conversation. She actually went behind a tree. And I think as you guys are wrapping things up, she comes back around, and is clearly adjusting her mask to make sure it's fitting on right, as if she had it off. And is gonna walk back up, just kind of quietly. She doesn't say anything.
All right. That Joff gonna nod to Emmy and thanks. Continues to look towards the cliffs and through the trees, maybe for hoping somebody shows up or something like that, or watching for danger. With that, scene fades to black.
Awesome.
Hey.
Hey.